And I'll answer this, and then we'll be.
Don't we do this all the time?
What you're asking me is, do we put, as you say, the benefit, the well-being of human beings above the truth? And what I'm telling you is that is the ultimate false dichotomy. We do not have to choose between those two. In fact, there is the ultimate well-being for a human being is to live in the truth with a deep recognition of truth, and that's how you.
I mean, this isn't a new thing. I mean, we do this already with religion, for example. We've never seen anybody walk on water. We've never seen anybody walk on water, but there are so many stories of people who have been changed by by God. They've seen the light of God, and so we sort of turn a blind eye to science, right? We're gonna innate science because it's for our benefit.
We're gonna let someone else ask a few questions.
Sounds like they're kind of scared of the answer.
Before you walk away, though, hey, wait a minute. Because anyone who comes up, and if you want to argue with me about the trans stuff, it's great. I'm glad we can have the conversation. But we're talking about truth. We're talking about biological sex. So I always have to ask the question at the end. I mean, everyone knows what the question is going to be. But so what is a woman? Can you define the term?
I think the answer to what is a woman is a person who aligns with feminine traits that we traditionally associate with females, or that people that align with the feminine side of the spectrum. So that's my answer. And I think that answer should, the definition of everything changes over time. And as we continue to learn more about what humans can really be, I think that can continue to grow, and I hope you understand that.
Okay.
But I just want to make clear that you
I can't
told
hear.
me to
I
leave
can't,
as soon
I
as
can't
I
hear
brought
you.
up a point that you didn't want to respond to. So
I couldn't hear what you say your last comment.
I was just saying I want to point out that you asked me to leave as soon as I brought up something you didn't want to respond to. So
what did I want to respond
I will
to?
freely leave. Absolutely. I mentioned religion being a source of where we deny or look past science for the greater sense of humanity. And you asked me to leave.
I did respond to that. Okay. I responded to that quite directly. So
I'm sorry I can't hear you.
all right. Thank you for your question.
Next question. So, I still can't hear you.
I can't hear you. You got to speak up. All right. Thank you for your question.
Thank you very much.
Goddamn. Matt Walsh got absolutely bodied. And this just goes to show you that these fascist evangelicals, they're all paper tigers. They may project confidence while making these genocidal arguments, but no matter how much they try to sound confident or apply some sort of a logical or intellectual veneer to their bigotry, at the end of the day, that doesn't change the fact that their arguments are purely emotional. They're based on an irrational phobia of queer people. And that is something that we all can use to our advantage. Now, the reason why Matt Walsh refused to respond to that very simple question is because he didn't have an answer. That student right there dismantled the entire worldview of Matt Walsh. And the reason why that's so powerful is because Matt Walsh saw his own standards be used against him to dismantle his own argument. So he uses the pretense of science and biology to delegitimize transgender people. But if his adherence to science is so rigid, then how do you explain your belief that Jesus Christ walked on water and then rose from the dead and flew up into heaven? It doesn't make sense, right? You can't say that the science is clear, make it seem as if you believe in science, but then adhere to a book, like live your whole life based on a book where you think talking animals are literally a thing. I mean, it's clown shit, right? So you don't get to make a scientific case against trans people, given that you subscribe to a book where they tell you that talking animals are real.